What's going on, guys? Welcome in, welcome in. Make sure everything's working okay here. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay, looks like we're on. Cool. All right, guys, if you guys can hear me okay, let me know. If it's too quiet, also let me know. It's a little different when I do live, so yeah, just give me a thumbs up. You guys can hear me okay, and then let me know if I need to adjust the volume here. So we're gonna get going on today's live Q&A, as well as some Q&A questions, so we can help some people out there. So hopping to my screen here, we can see that we have today's Q&A, which we got a decent amount here. It looks like about 20 questions. Again, if you guys need to get into here to ask your questions, please make sure you click the Facebook link down below after this video, and make sure you get in there so you can get first dibs on questions here, as well as we're going to talk about inspections. So inspections here are an important part of the process when getting stuff manufactured. Essentially, we need to make sure the product is ready to go, 5-star quality, before it leaves the warehouse, before it leaves the manufacturer, because if we get it shipped over, it gets in Amazon's warehouse and it's got 1-star review quality or issues or something simple that's a mistake, well, it's 600 times harder to change those and fix those issues when they're in the warehouse or even when they're sent home. But if they're still at the manufacturer, we get inspection done, we can change those things there before it gets shipped on over. So again, just checking to make sure everything is okay. Let's see here. Again, guys, give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me okay. Want to make sure everything's golden there. YouTube obviously giving me some weird stuff on the back end there, so I can't really see what's going on. But with that being said, let's go deeper into the inspection stuff. So in my field manual here, so my cheat sheet or field manual, whatever you want to call it, we actually have two inspection companies that I've listed out here. So these companies I'm not affiliated with it at all. So do your due diligence, do your research, but two people you can get in contact with to see if you want to go with them, figure that out. But essentially what inspection is, and I'll show you where to get this here in a second. Inspections is they're going to go to the warehouse for you, or the manufacturer, I should say, not the warehouse, but the manufacturer, and they're going to test these products. They're going to drop them from a ladder from your master carton box to make sure that's sturdy enough to handle international shipping. They're going to smell test. They're going to do any test you want them to do. They're going to scan your barcodes, make sure they're scannable. You know, I've had an issue where we had like 10,000 units and our box is really shiny, and they go to scan the barcodes and it's too reflective. And so they wouldn't scan the ASINs, the FNSQs for Amazon. So we were able to get them to sticker label with just like matte white labels there, so they could actually be scannable. Now, we got those sent all the way to Amazon. That could have caused a huge issue where it could have caused confusion, could have caused us to get rejected, or, you know, least case scenario, we had to pay 20 cents per label that came into Amazon, which not a huge deal, but at scale, those margins are huge, right? It's another 1 to 2% potentially off your margins, depending on your price point, depending on your margins to begin with. So inspections are key here, guys. I recommend that every single person, every manufacturer that you work with, especially the first 2 to 3 times you work with a new manufacturer, you get an inspection done. They're pretty cheap, 200 bucks, 300 bucks, something like that. They'll go all the way to the manufacturer. And before you place the 70% final amount order there, they'll check these products out, make sure they're up to date, make sure that they can, you know, handle a drop test, make sure they, if you wanted to make sure they had extra stitching on certain areas, they can check that for you. And make sure that not a ton are defective. If they are defective, you can get those fixed right there, as well as there's a major issue, you can get that shirt up as well. It's really cool because you pretty much, what happens if you reach out to these people is they're going to give you a form to fill out. What's important to you? When do you want, what do you want checked? Do you want the final product check? You can do other inspections too, but mainly I'm talking about final product inspections here. And they'll take a certain percentage off the line, test those, and if they hit over certain numbers of defects, they'll let you know that's over they call it AQL essentially. So if it's over that amount, maybe you have issues, maybe not. But it's really cool because you can tell them what to check on for you as well. And this has caused me to avoid so many issues when it comes to 1-star reviews, as well as getting things shored up at the manufacturer level before they even get started. So get this all figured out. Once you place your order, I'd get in contact with them, get this all scheduled. That way they're ready to go to the manufacturer to check out your products for you. You can get this information if you just go to CameronJames.com, scroll down, go to field manual here, hit learn more. This will take you to, all I ask is for an email here, essentially, And this is just what it does. It puts you on my email list, which I send 3 a week. Just, value emails, client success stories, what I'm doing in my personal life to better myself in the entrepreneurship space, as well as the value email really goes deep on Amazon stuff. So if you don't like that, just unsubscribe, but that's how you get that inspection link here. And this is on page 27 of 46. There's it's not like you're not getting any value here. So I try to go pretty deep on this bad boy. So there's a lot of good stuff in here that you can use yourself. So let me check to see if you guys are hearing me okay. Can you hear me just fine? Usama, doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. And then let's go into questions, okay? So, hey Cam, this is from Arlene Chrissa. Hey Cam, being a distributor is a good start on Amazon rather than PL. What do you mean by distributor? Are you wholesaling? I guess I don't get that term. That can mean a couple things. Maybe I'm just blanking out here, but I prefer PL. It's just where I've had most success. Distributor, if you're wholesaling, you can have success, but it's not my expertise. Brett Tester, I have a question for you if you wouldn't mind. So I'm Canadian who wants to start selling in the US, possibly Canada as well at some point. To generate more views, would it possibly send 400 to 500 units to the US side and then send an additional 50 units to the Canadian side that I would be able to hopefully get some folks to purchase product, leave reviews on Canadian side as well? With the reviews that are left on Amazon.ca transfer would also be visible on Amazon.com sometimes. So usually this works, but I'm not sure the policy on this. So we've gone back and forth with some of my clients on this. Some show up, some don't. But yes, it's not a bad idea to possibly get that to show up for you. Just, I wouldn't bank on it 100%, but with the 50% chance it's going to work, I definitely think it's worth it to try. Pretty sure I've sometimes seen a product and looked at another country site, exact same number of reviews. Exactly. Could you shed on some light on how this can be done and some of the finer points on what to do and what not to do if possible? So you're doing everything right here. So essentially you want to actually sell those units in Canada, have the same listing. So if you make a one listing, you could get that listing over in Canada as well, or vice versa. And that way you can go ahead and make sure that the ASINs are lined up. It's the same exact product. That's going to give you a better chance to get reviews over there. But I've seen sometimes this just doesn't work out. Maybe it's like a error on Amazon side, but again, 50% chance it works. And then you'd be doing everything right there as long as your ASINs are matched up, as well as you having those products in Canada to get those reviews. Olivier Lisvaski, is it okay to use my seller account that is mixed with online arbitrage to sell private label products? Yes, it's okay to do that. Brett Tester, wonder if you could seem to look into this. Canadian, is there a way to have reviews combined? Okay, so just answer that question. Oscar Leon, hey Cameron, I've heard that people add a small business card with their brand name logo adding for review inside the packaging product. I think that was very smart. Do you do that? Have you recommend it? Yes, you need a good system. You need to have something in there to incentivize them to do that, which again is in the gray area of Amazon terms of service. But so do it at your own risk, but it's something I've done in the past and I do recommend it. You just need to build out a good system of how to do that, whether you're collecting emails or they're going to a different funnel, or come over here to get this value packed PDF. You get their email, you can ask for a review later, things like that. Madham Prabhu, hey Cameron, how are you? Doing well. We made our first order with our suppliers. It will be ready in the next 15 to 20 days. Wouldn't it be the ideal to create a product listing as soon as you place that first order? So right now, does Amazon have a timeline to inactive this listing or shipping plans get delayed to update our portal? Thanks for your response. No, make your listing, then make your shipping plan right away there too. And you should be okay there because you don't have to have the date perfect on the shipping plan. Oscar, thanks for doing these lives, bro. We all really appreciate it. You're welcome, Oscar. Question, I know it's recommended to register the brand to have A+ content and all that, but what about the storefront? Is that recommended at the very beginning when you're starting with one product? No, you need multiple products to start a storefront. I would do that once you have your second, third product in that brand line. Another one, I'm selling a bundle and I was thinking of creating contracts with my manufacturer, so I'm the only one selling that bundle to us, but I think it's smarter to create a contract so only we can sell that bundle in the market. Is that possible? Yes, you can get a contract for that. Doesn't mean they can follow it. It's not like you're going to go to court in China if they don't follow this. So you can do certain things like getting provisional patents, copyrights to protect your product there as well. So I go more on the front of, yes, get them to sign a contract. Maybe you just have their word there, which helps out a little bit. Maybe they honor that, maybe they don't. But I would do more things on the US side or wherever country you're selling in to protect yourself there. Mary Ann Dwyer, hi Cameron. I was approved to handmade. Concerned about returns after hearing horror stories, like people buying a new pair of shoes, sending back an old secondhand pair. They still get refunded. One suggestion someone made was to only sell customized products on Amazon and ship out FBM, because then Amazon does not accept returns. My question is, can I list an item not made up yet? Um, because this item does not accept returns. Can I list an item not made up yet and say we will make it up and besides giving them a size choice? Yes, you could do that. Or do you need to list an item and size available to ship out immediately, and this would not count as a custom made? Um, so I don't know much about the handmade side of things personally. I've never done that or had any products in handmade. Um, I'm guessing you have to provide sides there, but again, I think you'll be able to have it as a customized listing if it's FBM, where they can just input whatever they want there. As soon as you choose a variation for size in Amazon, does that mean you have to have it available immediately to send out? Or can I still list the size variations, letting people know this custom made in their size? Should be able to do that if you do FBM and have a delay on the order. What's the minimum type of thing I can offer to get around so there's nothing to ever return if my product is very expensive to make and ship? Thanks. Yeah, if you do FBM, I'm pretty sure you can put no returns in there, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe hit up Amazon seller support for that. Um, yeah, I haven't done FBM in a long time. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. But I wouldn't let returns deter you. Obviously, going into fashion, things like that, higher priced item, you're gonna have more returns than normal. But I'd dig deeper in that Amazon side of things. I wish I had more info for you. Oscar Leon, if shipment through DDP takes 30 days, but manufacturer takes more than that, what happens? So DDP is just shipping. So this has nothing to do with the manufacturer lead time. So you just add that on top of that, and that's how long it takes to get your product. Product will sell from $25 to $35. Do you think it's better to launch at a low price without a coupon or with a higher price with a coupon? So I would do like the lowest price possible with a coupon. So I'd maybe do a couple bucks higher than what your lowest price will be with a coupon. I think that's the best bet there. Hi Cameron, thanks for all your videos, the work that you do. You're welcome. Amna Barbara. I probably butchered that, but whatever. I'm planning to do a test run of a very small quantity of around 50, 60 pieces. I ordered a sample and that was good. You highly recommend getting a product tested. Is it worthwhile to have 50, 60 pieces inspected for quality? What do you suggest we do for the test runs? I would do this. If you plan on doing this long term, this is a good test to see if your manufacturer's following orders. If you're getting them shipped to your house, it's not as big of a deal, but $200, get an inspection done. I would do that if you plan on potentially going scale with that. Hi again, Cameron. I have another question. Once you have done the research and ran the numbers and things that make sense, how do you just take that decision from research to ordering? Is there any specific metric you would recommend before taking a final decision? Should be sales, reviews, or search of a combination of all? So it's a combination of a lot of factors here. So essentially, you want to go talk to suppliers, see if that product's viable, see if the margins are there, see if you can find someone trustworthy, as well as making sure the revenue's there on the product research side of things, making sure you have a creative angle into the market, making sure you can niche down certain, keywords, have enough volume there to get in, make sure it's not too saturated, make sure that, it's not a product with low quality reviews, make sure you're fixing these issues. Essentially take all my product research videos and watch those and see what I do there. But yeah, it's a lot of things there, and that's the whole reason I try to share as much information as possible. But that's the whole reason I have clients still, because it's different in every single market. It's different for every single person. It's different, what their passions are, what their budget is, and so that's what we work on hands-on there. So yeah, there's a lot of factors determined, but essentially checking off as many things as you can. There's always going to be cons about a product. It's never going to be a 10 out of 10 decision, but if you can get to 8 out of 10, that's usually a good sign. Usama, hey Cam, hope you're feeling better. I had a question regards the listing I posted on Amazon. The listing status is listing removed for reasons I cannot say. When I go into my account health, everything is normal, no compliance issues. Check the ASIN. My listing violates one of the Amazon's policy. I've tried to contact Amazon support. I'm not getting any help from them. When I click the call me now option, gives the internal service issue when scheduling a call. Any suggestions? So yeah, I'm not sure. It depends on what the issue is. Again, there's 600,000 different reasons Amazon can remove a product. I would need to see that email to really know what they're talking about, to see if I can get any clues. That's usually my first go-to. As anything on that is, I'm reading the fine print of the email to see if I can get any clues of what's going on there. I make case after case on the back end of Amazon to try to see if you can find anybody to help you with that. Get on the phone, once a day until you can get some help there. But there's a lot of things could be wrong there. Oscar Leon, hey Cameron, The goods will get to the warehouse in a few weeks. When exactly do I have to pay the $39.99 monthly fee? When you list a product, excuse me, that's when usually you get charged. I'm registering, Oscar again. I'm registering my brand and get this question. What should I upload? I don't have any contract manufacturer. I do have the performer invoice, but I uploaded that. And the next question asks for upload a copy of recent supplier invoice. I have an agreement, contract, registered. So you're the brand and the third-party contract or manufacturer, so you can upload an invoice or a paid invoice with your brand name on it as well as that manufacturer. So that's what you want there. Let's see. Yes. Okay, same question there. All right, Dave Peters. Hey, Cameron, I'm not able to get a request callback option when I request the help from Seller Central is because I'm overseas seller. Potentially, I'd start making email cases or potentially get a U.S. Phone number there as well to put in the account. Madhan, I'm selling a product marker which is hazardous to store and transport. Could you please tell me to update them in the safety and compliance section of the listing? Should I get any details from supplier to update them? Or is there any standard code provided by Amazon for each type of product? Yes, this is where you go to Google and you type in Seller Central and hazardous products, and you can go deeper into the type of product you have. And it tells you what kind of compliance you need to have, as well as you need to Google for whatever country you're selling in. You need to Google the compliance issues and things you need to look out for that type of product just to sell in that marketplace to begin with. Go to Google here, Seller Central, hazardous material, stuff like that, right? So you can go to Seller Dangerous Good Identification Guide, and there's a lot of information on that, as well as selling markers in the U.S., compliance, stuff like this, right? So I'm not saying this is the perfect search, but this is what you need to be doing. So United States product labeling requirements. So getting deep into here, okay, take my cookies, don't care. So understanding this stuff right here. So understanding these laws, what you need to have on the packaging, everything like that, as well as this is probably important for and what Amazon follows of what you need to put in your listing. I watched your video about how to launch product on Amazon. So this is Sanan Alskike. I just want to confirm if rebate key still is an effective method. I was reading online that Amazon updated the TC to ban who used rebate key. Yeah, so rebate key is not the best option anymore. Use this with caution. I'm redoing my guide here soon too to update these parts of the this section here. Excuse me. So yeah, rebate key is not the best option anymore. I focus more on PPC, Vine program, scratching clawing for reviews, as well as external traffic, whether that's, again, depends on the product, influencers, TikTok, paid ads on TikTok, Instagram influencers, YouTube influencers, creating your own Facebook group, finding a Facebook group influencer, things like that. Do you recommend launching using Viral Launch? How much discount should I offer? So I use Helium 10 now, Sanan. How much discount should I offer? Depends on your margins to begin with and what your competitors are priced at. I would put a coupon in here for sure. And maybe if you get margins and your budget allows it, go with the minimum price you're okay with to increase sales velocity right off the bat there. So that's all the questions, guys. I'll go back to the chat here. Let's see here. So Sanan, I just answered your question there. Let's see here. Again, guys, if you want to get in the Facebook group to get first dibs on questions, make sure you get the link down below to get in there. The 4 witnesses, one of my products does show, let me move to full screen here as I'm reading off the chat. One of my products don't show the Prime badge sign, but sometimes it appears. Do you know how I can make it so the Prime badge sign shows permanently? Yeah, if you're on an account that has Prime, I'd make sure you're always on an account that has Prime because you're not going to see that otherwise. As well as if you don't have enough in stock in all areas of the country, this sometimes can pop up and down as well. Usama, when we create removal of goods, does Amazon charge us to send the goods to home? Yes, I think it's like $1 a piece right now, but you can easily search Seller Central removal fees or go into your account. Usama, I tried to enroll for Vine program, but got not eligible offers, 400. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, man. I need to see kind of a screenshot of what's going on, but if you don't have brand registry, maybe those are some ASINs that don't apply to this. If you have over 30 reviews already, you can't apply for this as well. And there might be a time limit to of what's going down there. So that's it, guys. I hope this was helpful. We'll keep doing these week after week, some shorter, some longer. Yeah, make sure you get in the Facebook group if you want anything else answered in prime time there. Otherwise, guys, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.